Hey yo y'all, welcome to WatchaMania. It's your New Japan Pro Wrestling New Japan Cup Night 2 Hyogo Japan Watchalong and live reactions from March 9th, 2025. I'm your host, Advi Devin. Very delighted that we are here about 3 hours earlier than normal for a New Japan show. It's gonna be weird because time change is happening in about a half hour here in the States, but hey, we ball. Welcome in. It's London. Welcome in, everybody. Rhea, why I saw you holding down the fort right as it came in. Welcome in, EO. You're such a pillar of support for these streams, dude. But no, it's London. It's a real awesome vibe. It really is. It's a very authentic vibe. It brings a certain level of authenticity to pro wrestling that we just don't see in Western wrestling in general. So I think you'll enjoy it. Callum Newman versus Tetsuya Naito in particular. Seems like it's going to be a fun match. That's one of our 4 Japan Cup matches tonight. Your boy did not take a nap in between this stream and Collision, so we're going to see how I fare. But I have all of the caffeine, and I am ready to fight God or die trying. But no, I'm gonna lot going on. By the way, drop a thumbs up here if you could be so kind. If you're just loading in. Yo, geez, I saw a lot of you drop thumbs up before the stream even started. Shouts out to you. Those thumbs up go so far in getting us recommended, especially when it comes to these New Japan streams, which is not our bread and butter. We're used to getting by on WWE and AEW, but we want to be there for people who might be looking for the New Japan vibes. And those thumbs up, those bells being on, that helps get us recommended. That tells YouTube that you like what we're doing and that other people might like what we're doing. I'm here, Ben is here. We got goddamn near all hands on deck. Love to see it. Let's go. We got 9 matches tonight, so we got ourselves a hefty card. But if there's anything we learned this morning, yesterday, what is time? On the previous New Japan show, which was less than 24 hours ago, we learned that they can make 8 matches happen in 2.5 hours. So yeah, New Japan quickly become a favorite. Big same, dude. No, like, I swear. Y'all, I would not still be doing this absolute dismantling of my sleep schedule if it was not for the graps being damn near worth it, you know? In an ideal world, we're embracing so much Japanese wrestling. I'd be hitting up Noah and Stardom like nothing right away. Then there's All Japan and TJPW that are sitting right there. Oh, man. So much going on in the world of pro wrestling. I'm going to laugh so hard if I misunderstood the situation or they misunderstood the situation and not realize that the hour of 2 to 3 does not exist here on the U.S. East Coast today. So sound off in chat, y'all. What are we looking forward to on this card most? Hit me with this. We got a lot going on here. I'd be lying. It's not the match I'm looking forward to most, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to the pre-show match. I was looking forward to it yesterday. We just had Daiki Nagai and Katsuya Murashima face off in what was like the 23rd or 24th match. Murashima finally got the win over Nagai, and now they're going to be teaming together less than 24 hours later against 2 very established talent. Drilla Belug. Oh, yeah? My man's Drilla is in tournament action up against Ishii as well. Ooh, that match is going to be a heavy-hitting heavyweight match. Oof. Doing a big heck of excite here, y'all. We're just about to get started with this pre-show match, and it has a 20-minute time limit instead of a 10-minute time limit as those Young Lion matches typically have. So I'm wondering if, you know, all of those wars they've gone to on the pre-show matches is going to lead to Daiki and Murashima actually being a decent team together. And we'll find out. They're up against Toru, Yanu, and YOSHI-HASHI in the opening bout. Hey there, Geo Jesse, what's up? Pick a team consistently one wrestler from other promotions to you want to go on a set of New Japan shows. Ooh, okay, so I want to see Chad Gable and Daniel Garcia go Ishii on this match card. Yes, Ishii versus Drilla Maloney. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a heavy hitting bout. But yes. Ooh, good shot. Let me throw that out there for everybody, y'all. We are looking for more mods here on the team. You know, takes a lot to hold this fort down, and we could use some more hands in helping do that. So if you're established here in the community, if you have regular PC access, you enjoy this space, help us make it even better. You know, hit me up on Discord or one of the mods up on Discord, and we could talk and try to see what's a good fit. But yeah, let me hop on back over to New Japan World. Mute this up. Unfortunately, cannot. I heard WWE got rid of Io. Is that true? No, that's not true at all. She just won the World Championship on Monday. By the way, y'all, if you cannot watch New Japan, you don't have a New Japan World or whatever the case may be, join us on Discord. We sidecast everything we watch over there, including New Japan. That is no exception. Of course, we can't have the audio on like we normally do for AW and ROH, but we still, and GCW to an extent, but we do want to extend that olive branch so that way it's a little easier to be in tune. We know there's a lot of wrestling out there, and it's cost a lot of money to keep up with it all. Pardon the fuck? I hope the fuck. No. Unless that happened like overnight or like just this evening, and I don't know, something treacherous must have happened for that to be the case. I don't think so. I don't want to lend that credence until I can get some clarity on it, you know? Oh my gosh. The match has already started, hasn't it? They do this, it doesn't transfer over right. Okay, we're getting entrances. I'm sorry, y'all. It does this weird thing where it won't transfer over. But anyways, here we go. We got Murashima already in the ring and alongside Daiki Nagai. I would be so mad. Oh, yeah. No, I don't blame you. I think there would be an outrage. Like, how could you? She is legitimately one of the best in the world, men or women, to today, and has been for a very long time. And honestly, I'm so happy other people are catching on to that. Oh, yeah, my favorite. Rhea hates young lions. She has no love for the young lions. The building blocks of the future of New Japan. Of course, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up once again as y'all are loading in. I know a few of you have popped in since I last called and hit those thumbs up. Our stepping zones and our lifeline is that bell being clicked on. So if you could be so kind, please and thank you. You're right, I don't. Rhea needs aesthetics. She doesn't want to emotionally connect to the person. She wants something superficial and shallow about them to latch onto. Thumb gang. Yes. And if it ever drives anybody insane that I'm always calling for things like this or trying to plug what we do, how else y'all gonna find out about it, you know? We usually have 2 months. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I'm talking their ear off. But other times I'm very unapologetic and like, no, we got a lot of shit going on. And like, if even one more person finds some interest in one of the extracurricular activities we have to offer, then it's worth it. It doesn't do anybody harm for me to be like, like and subscribe. So personally, I don't see these young lions standing a chance in hell, but I do want to see how well they fare. That's usually what these kind of matches are, and it's like understood by everybody that's the case. Decided to recommend your channel to me, but I love it. It caught me so many foots. I really appreciate that, Gio Jesse, because it goes so far. Like, you have no idea how much I appreciate hearing things like that. And even more so, I'm happy that it did. Like, I'm not sure if you kept up with Watchalong stuff beforehand, or if it just so happened to be like enough tags aligned or whatever. But oh yeah, you're good company, dude. Appreciate that, and I'm glad you found the space. Murashima getting the lead up early here against YOSHI-HASHI. Gonna get that scoop slam off, though. Nice with the drop down. It feels like Murashima kind of like broke through a wall, you know? He got that win over Daiki, so that showed that he's got some, he's had some growth. And he's trying to ride that wave of momentum. It's just one win, but sometimes that's all it takes to get yourself started. Come on. Woo. Big knife edge chop there. Toru out here in t-shirt still. Or his t-shirt wrestling on him. He can't not. Oh, you're incorrigible. Like, I feel like that's the kind of energy we're supposed to have every single time he does this. Oh, the eye rake. The answer is that. Oh, I just realized what his shirt has. That's the screaming man, screaming person. I forgot. I forget the name of that painting, but that famous painting. It's March 15th. I believe that's night 6 of the Japan Cup. We actually got up to night 5 scheduled. Think about it. It's so much, y'all. Oh, I just noticed he's kind of like his hair like dyed kind of silver. Where is Daiki? But hi. Why the hi? Yeah. Announcing you joining the Young Lions. Shh. I guess tonight he's got out the bag. Young Lion Abby Devin coming soon. Catch me in the featureless black trunks sprinting to the ring. Perfect can't join. Yo, that's low-key one of my biggest concerns when I was actually entertaining becoming a wrestler. I'm like, oh man, how my hair, like, I don't want to damage it and stuff, but like, and also I don't know how it'll look when it's like when you use like that hair product that a lot of wrestlers use. Got him with that drop kick. Wasn't the prettiest, but he got a lot of impact with it. Yes, tag out to Nagai, please. It's been almost all Murashima. I mean, granted, it's also been almost all YOSHI-HASHI, though they've tagged out a little bit more. Imagine the tangles and ass people like Young Bucks and Omega have to deal with that. Oh yeah, you see, that's what I would. That's a big thing. especially because people don't realize, because I don't know if it looks it, but my hair is really delicate. Like I feel so like posh saying that, but no, like for real, y'all. Like like my concern is rolling over with it underneath my shoulder or something in bed and just like bunch of breakage. Yeah, no, I don't know how they do it, dude. When I see these ladies with hair like down to here and it's like flying everywhere and it stays, yo, Daiki's sitting deep on this. Yo, YOSHI-HASHI, careful, you don't want to tap out to a young lion, dude. Oh, Toru, Yanu, and Murashima brawling out there. Going to Murashima, looking to do some double team action. But yeah, no, when I see them, like they must have stylized hair. They just like their hair must be stronger or something. I really think that they must have like hair product that helps protect them from these very issues. No, could not get that other leg. He's going for maybe a half crab. Bro trying to level up mid-match. High ass chop. Bro sprung right to his feet. Mistake. He took another one. Rotated over. Oh no. Damn. Can't tell if that was a counter to the counter or if that was the intended move. I don't watch enough of YOSHI-HASHI's matches. Interesting submission hold. Here I am, Mr. Fairy Universe. What's up, Willie Dilly? And he taps. Daiki Nagai tapped out 2 times in 24 hours. GG's. Bro. Tell us the future. Who is the G1 and who main events the next Wrestle Kingdom? Oof. Next G1 winner is Konosuke Takeshita. Nah. I could see it being Yota Tsuji, though. Yep. YOSHI-HASHI versus Uemura. Feel the wrath. Puppet Money. The way they came in with the name, that's great. And a book of money. Feel the wrath. Always. Feel the wrath. We're in this to many facets. I'm doing pretty good. I was able to rejuvenate myself energy-wise coming into this, and now I'm like fully alert, ready to go. Yep, y'all. So now here comes the portion where we got to entertain ourselves until the main show starts, where people probably come flooding in again and stuff like that. As for who main events the next Wrestle Kingdom now, ooh. Probably Hiroshi Tanahashi, but who does he main event against? Watch it be like Kenny Omega or something. That'd be nuts. Of course, y'all. Thumbs up names the game. All that jazz. Also, head over to the live tab of the channel. We got a bunch of streams scheduled over there, including up to night 5 of the New Japan Cup. So if you're looking to keep up with that throughout the week, that's the way. All varying start times, but double check, make sure those are accurate. So unless anything changes from now until then, That's where you can go to peep it. Alternatively, got a new community post about to drop here in the chat. If y'all could do me a favor and hop over on that and comment and stuff. Not even comment, just a thumbs up will do. So I know I've been doing a lot of call to action, especially in these last couple of days. It's because I've spoken about it enough. We're streaming too much for YouTube's liking. We'll be making it a secondary channel come soon enough. I'm hoping like tomorrow to have a link to that channel for y'all. Yeah, that'll probably be where we do it. Enjoy wrestling. This is a threat. No. So we know the Japan Cup matches. We know we got the main event. But we also have 3 different trios matches tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun. Y'all, we're going to see Zack Sabre Jr. and David Finlay tonight. Kind of snuck that in on us. I thought the first time we were going to see them, we're going to be in their official Japan Cup matches, I think on Tuesday. But no, seems like we're going to be getting them in trios action tonight in their respective matches. TMDK is going to be facing off against United Empire. Bullet Club War Dogs up against House of Torture, and then LIJ up against House of Torture. David Finlay, Gedo, and Gabe Kid are going to be teaming up together, so that should be interesting. Because this is the first time we're going to be seeing David Finlay since the whole Evil situation happened. Since Evil pretty much declared that he was leader of Bullet Club and was kicking out the War Dogs. So we're going to see how those two interact, especially because I feel like, I could be wrong, I feel like Gabe Kid's going to go on to face either David Finlay or Evil. Whoever wins their match tomorrow between Evil and David Finlay, not tomorrow, Tuesday, between David Finlay and Evil is going to end up facing off against Gabe Kid in the semifinal. And also, especially with Yota Tsuji eliminated from the tournament, but he's in this trios match tonight. I'm wondering if we set up his next global heavyweight title program with either Dick Togo or Show, probably even with Evil. I feel like they can build that concurrently, even as the New Japan Cup goes on. For all we know, we can see a rematch between them on like a night 6 or something, a night where Evil wouldn't be, even if he were to defend. Not defend, even if he were to still be in the tournament by that point. And we'll say that's the benefit of these tours that they do. Does this time change mean that we'll be getting New Japan shows an hour earlier? Since this is 3-2. No, we'll be getting it an hour later. That's the rough part. Because, like, Tuesday's show will be starting 5 o'clock Eastern for the pre-show. Well, assuming there's a pre-show, otherwise 5:30. And then Wednesday's show is going to be starting 6 a.m. Eastern. My sleep schedule never stood a chance. Felt, dude. With that, you see the way I'm looking at it, because I usually wake up at like 7 a.m. on like weekdays anyways, is that kind of benefits me, because if I just go to sleep a little earlier, I can theoretically wake up a little earlier. But yeah, go check. How do you feel about the Young Lions? There is only one correct answer, Rhea. This is pointed and unfair. There's only one answer. That's hilarious. That team name ain't ringing a bell for me. Oh no, it's not a team name. The Young Lions are the wrestlers we just saw out here in the pure black trunks with nothing else to their gear. That Katsuya Murashima and Daiki Nagai. They're Young Lions. Yeah, they when they're not wrestling in matches, usually on the pre-shows or early doors matches, they'll be usually in like tracksuits or whatever surrounding the ring, and those will be the people that'll kind of act as pseudo security to break things up or even gather for dives, or when Lance Archer's around, get beat up. Yeah, right. So, and that's pretty much New Japan's developmental system. When you come in, typically you start off as Young Lion. You've got black trunks, black boots. You have a very limited move set and very limited entrance. You got to run down to the ring. At least it seems like you have to. I don't know if that's actually a part of it. And yeah, Boston Crab is kind of like your given finish. Power Slam is one of the earliest moves you learn. Half Boston Crab is one of the earliest moves you learn. And you kind of like build your way up, and eventually you get taken on as somebody's specific underling, you know, whether it's a faction or an individual. For example, Shota Umino was John Moxley's Young Lion. But eventually, you know, broke out, got his own identity, and got his own gear and stuff like that. And that came after people attached themselves to him. Like after people supposedly resonated with Shota. Yeah, I do like the concept of making them earn the colors on the gear. Yeah, earn the colors on the gear, earn the moves, things like that. Yeah, it's the way I see it is like an RPG video game where you unlock new attire, new moves, build your stats kind of thing. Not that cut and dry per se, but it can be viewed in that lens. Actually grinding and earning a VC for some better gear and TK Highlands. Fair, yes. Very much that kind of thing. You earn enough wrestling coins. Just a reminder to those who go position on the Discord. You want to stay here in the YouTube chats. That way you can answer things like the go checks. Go position checks is what our mods will just ask a general question. You answer, you know, just kind of display your attendance kind of thing, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. We've had plenty of instances in the past of people just joining the community to watch wrestling for free, usually pay-per-views, and either leaving right after or only doing that for that. Not that monstrosity, the island. Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of it either, but I mean, to each their own. I know there are some people who like it. My whole thing is that because of that, it has created this weird divide between the console version of the game and the PC version of the game. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna grab some water using advantage of this extended break and do. You know what I'm gonna do here is, should I throw in some music? No, I'm just gonna let this be. Surely this music isn't gonna get me got, right? Do you think this New Japan music would? It would, right? Yeah. Let's not take a risk. This is New Japan we're talking about. And here it's horrible. I'm waiting for the 14th to get the game physically. Ah, nice. I can always appreciate a physical copy, although there is a lot of benefits to digital. All right, yes, I shall be back in a few. Alrighty, I'm back, apparently with a few minutes to spare. Nice. There we go. I was like, why does this look off? There we go. Fix myself. Oh, something I forgot to bring up is we got TMDK versus United Empire in action, right? But Ryohei, Oiwa and Zack Sabre Jr. are going to be facing off against each other on night 4. Or, I think night 3, actually. But yes, they're going to be facing off against each other in second round action. So, I'm wondering if we might see some tensions arise. Like, an accidental strike go off that may not feel so accidental kind of thing. Alright, y'all, the time change is about to happen. It's so wild to me, too. They chose this exact time to do this. It's just so coincidental. Wins the New Japan Cup after losing to and earns himself a rematch against Gedo so soon. That'd be big. My thing is, he's been taking a lot of bookings elsewhere, right? So, like, is he on his way out? I think how this match goes will be telling. Because he got the bye into the second round, sure. So, but that means this is going to be his first match. So yeah, they got 5:30 a.m. for Tuesday. I already preemptively slated, as you can see, for 5 a.m. because I anticipate them adding on a pre-show. They've added on a. They didn't do it for what was supposed to be originally night 1. Now night 0. There was no pre-show for that card announced, but there has been ever since. So I'm wondering if they're doing that to try and make up for however much featuring they wanted, like featuring of talent they wanted to cycle through. I'm gonna do that because here we go. Oh wow, Zack Sabre Jr. has apparently won it before. Yeah, I appreciate the graphics for this bracket. Yo, we're gonna see Bull No Leg in action tonight. Fastest 2-3 hours of wrestling have begun. Yes, it's gonna be 9 matches, and I would be surprised if it goes over 3 hours. How does it feel being 2 hours ahead of me? No, real Rhea. Is it? What time is it for you right now? Is it 1:01 or is it 2:01 for you? Because it's 3:01 for me right now. It's 1:01. This is wild. Time is a fuck. That means I'm 4 hours ahead of the West Coast right now? Yo, that backbreaker was gnarly. I want to message all my West Coast friends now being like, I'm a time traveler, bitch. Yeah, it's happening on night 6 of the tournament. Setting up who is going to be defending the championship against the New Japan Cup winner at Sakura Genesis. Sakura Genesis is going to be their next pay-per-view event. You could say. I don't think pay-per-view is technically the correct term because they're all pay-per-view in the same sense, but their next big event in the same regard as New Beginning. These my dogs are rare. These. Sorry, I had to vibe really quick. It completely cut me off. I hate clock changes. My wife is not gonna wake up and see the clock and be pissed I'm not upstairs. For real, be like, no, I lost an hour. That's not fair. That's the way the way I convince myself is like, I'm just pretending like that hour isn't happening. Because now when I see 3 a.m., I'm really seeing 2 a.m. and that's helping me not convince myself. Like, I don't know. It's like I don't want to play psychological mind tricks on myself. I don't want to see 3 a.m. and convince myself I'm more tired than I am. You know? And if you can't tell, the caffeine is really keeping me going right now. These my dogs. These my dogs for Rhea. Yep. Literally, though. Chase Owens and SANADA. Yo, we saw SANADA really go the distance. We saw SANADA lose the shirt. We don't see SANADA lose the shirt much anymore. I don't know. I just feel like that's like a power limiter, you know? Like Goku's weighted clothing. Why is he so pretty? I don't know. Such bad boy energy, and he's that pretty. It's not fair. Zack coming out. Man, that crowd is slumped. Like, bro, why? And why is he slumped? Like, y'all, it's like 4 o'clock for them. It's like 4 p.m. Why are you slumped at 4 p.m., dog? Taco? No, that's just a stretch. Never mind. Never mind. That's a warm-up thing. Just looks awkward. So putting up with standard tag action. That's right. We're gonna have the tag match, and then we're gonna have 3 trios matches. And then we're gonna get our 4 Japan Cup matches, and then our tag main event. Our Legends feature. I mean, I'm not sure if calling Gedo a legend is applicable. It's just because I haven't followed his career like that. I don't know much about him up until him winning the Rambo. And, you know, the story behind him winning the world title. And also, this is a Bullet Club pairing, but not a Bullet Club War Dogs pairing, if I'm not mistaken. Chase Owens is not a War Dog. Someone can, if someone can correct me on that, be much appreciated. There's the bell. Zoom in, we got the yellow nameplate. I wonder if they just choose these colors at random, if there's a particular cycle they follow, or if there's a reason any particular color is chosen. I do feel like it is as simple as, ooh, yellow one, cool. Well, let's give them purple. You know, but it would be neat if there was, like, a consistent detail to it. Anyways, wrist control leading the match for Yuya. Is that wrist control? Ooh, I'm looking forward to the G1, y'all. It'll be my first time keeping up with the G1 regularly. Very methodical pace to this opening standoff between SANADA and Uemura. Oh, almost lost his footing, regained it, got out that hip toss. Another one. Damn, with that knife edge chop. Oh, this is something I keep forgetting to ask. Io, how's learning Japanese going for you? The low blow, incidental contact. Feel like refs. I kicked the ropes, not him. Incidental contact. Get away with it. Yeesh. Is this ref gonna let it be? Oof. There we go. You know, I find it that the announcer counting along to the referee is counting out in English. You know, I just only know a few words here. Yeah, they recognize the characters in Japanese things. Nice. Got in it just before the 16 count. A little hasty, though. Sonata took advantage of it. But no, that's dope to hear. You know, very close friends became friends off a joke between them about their overage. That's hilarious. Love that. Windy City, right? Looking forward to a New Japan show being on a decent hour for us in the States. I mean, it'll be 10, I think it's a 9 p.m. start on the East Coast, but I mean, hey. It's still earlier than Rampage was, you know? Even if it was 10, it's still dope in comparison. That being said, we get ready for some early morning shows, y'all. Yo, he's eating those chops. Those shirts are that shirt is helping. Oh, the drop kick to the knee that psyched me out. I thought he was gonna return some of those chops, but I should know better by now. It's not as cheeky like that. Very trollish in his own regard, you know. Drop kick, knee tag. Yes, there we go. Hot tag, TAKA. Yo, nice. Let's go. Caught him with a pump kick. There we go. Okay. Chase Owens is deceptively good. Seeing him these last couple of shows where, oh my god, that pump knee. Yo, Jordan, what's up? Morning to you, dude. Pinfall, got it. Top of the morning to you. How goes it? Hope you early Sunday morning is treating you well. Chase gets the win though. Damn. I kept myself off. Just getting ready for work. We got a half a day to recover so I can join tonight for Revolution. Bet. Love that, dude. Appreciate you swinging by. Before / while you get ready. Have you been keeping up with New Japan? Like, have you already caught the first night of the Japan Cup? The actual first night, not the one that got canceled because Hartley. New shows early next week for New Japan. Yes. Yes, there is. Coming up, there you have it right there. We got on the 11th. Here, let me just give you your times. 11th, I believe it's going to be 10:30 a.m. for you. On the 12th, it'll be 10 a.m. No, I'm sorry. 9 to 9:30 a.m. for you on Tuesday. Apologies. 10 a.m. GMT on Wednesday. Friday will be another 9 to 9:30 a.m. GMT. Saturday, probably the same. Sunday will be much like today. Next weekend's going to be a busy one for different reasons. That's going to be New Japan and MLP. Grant, I'll be there for those first two shows. Bet. Looking forward to. Ooh. Okay, never mind. I saw Great Khan. I was like, yo, they mixed it up. We're getting a Japan Cup match. Because we got El Phantasmo versus Great Khan this evening. Jordan, I'm not sure if you're a DBZ guy, but please tell me you saw United Empire doing the Ginyu Force pose. That gave me so much life. The hardest thing about reading Japanese are the thousands of kanji characters that when it takes so long, it's easier to speak. Right at first experience, I can say more words than I can. I get that. It seems like there's so many subtle discrepancies about kanji that can, which is why like one or two kanji can convey a whole name. TJP leading the front with the flag. The supposed leader of United Empire in a faction that has no leaders. Ginyu Force is awesome. Doku Sentai. I know that's the Force, but one of my favorite bits from DBZA. But yep, there we go. TJP, Jacob Boston Young, Jeff Cobb. Public Enemy, TJP. Brax. 5-6 years ago, man's might as well have been Public Enemy with his Twitter activity. Come on. Grounds up. There we go. Now, sure, two of these three men right here are in cup matches on third and fourth night, respectively. Those first two shows. Bad dude, we just saw him on ROH last Thursday. Ginyu Force stopping to casually play rock, paper, scissors and kept drawing. Yes. Because they were at that level. It's like, just as a display of how little of a threat the heroes were to them at that moment. Let's go. Here's the ASJ, my boy. Just saw him go back-to-back at GCW last weekend. Man's going to be all over the place. He's going to be facing Kid Bandit at Big Gabe Brunch. Ooh, I'm so excited for that match. I'm such a Kid Bandit stan. Y'all, we are definitely... Whatever else is going on that day at that time, Effie's Big Gabe Brunch is being prioritized. That is going to be an excellent show. I really look forward to it. We're covering as much of the collective as we can, if not all of it. Nice. Mania, all that. But yeah. We might even have to throw a stream or two on the WM network. Split it up across all three channels, because yeah. Plan is to make a new channel to move New Japan and GCW stuff over to. Because YouTube is lame. Great, YouTube, you're great. Appreciate you. Love you. I think they bought it. What? Barry? What about Barry? Barry. Barry. Why are we? Yo, I did not realize how tatted up TJP got. Jacob. Jacob is great. I just put that together. I hate how much I like that. Let's go. We got the orange match. I remember really liking TJP's in-ring style, so I want to see how much of that is maintained. His last year in 205 was honestly winning me over more than I think most. Yep, that's the same TJP from years ago, the first ever WWE Cruiserweight Champion. The Cruiserweight Classic winner. Nice. Smooth. Oh, got the arm instead of the head. Normally goes for a headlock off that. Oh, beautiful. Put himself into a hammer lock to turn that around into the head scissors. You're not going to do the dab, right? You're not going to do the dab, right? Okay, good. Bro's wearing red contacts now. Oh! What happened? I know what I was talking about when he retired. Thought he retired after his WWE run? Oh, yeah. No, I hear you. Because, yeah, he wasn't getting much chatter. If I'm not mistaken, he did a little bit of stuff in Impact, not TNA, before coming over to New Japan. And, yeah, because New Japan is so, like, I don't know. I feel like if you don't follow New Japan, you don't hear much about New Japan, you know? I couldn't think of a better way to put it than that. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Big meaty man slapping meat. Big meaty man slapping meat. Go, bitch. I miss Biggie. Oh, they're talking shit. Come on, motherfucker. You heard Hartley go. Give me my meat boys and free my soul. I think that's a quote, Wyatt. Throw it in the quotes section. Go, Jacob Austin Young. Latin. Jeff was like, "Oh shit, I did that." Broke it out. Wild. Maybe not the second part. Tag to Oiwa instead of ZSJ. You saw that? ZSJ went up for the tag too. Hardly tagged that to Oiwa. Fair. Yep. Clark Connors versus El Desperado in a hardcore match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. That is, I mean, when is that going to happen? I don't think we've gotten that officially made. Yo, vicious. And then tag out to Oiwa. Okay, there we go. Then tags his ESJ. Okay, well-oiled machine here. Yeah, oh my god. Jacob Austin Young is getting that arm torn to bits. Oh my god, dude. At this point, Jacob Austin Young's voice has got to be just as worn out as his arm is. Oh, Hartley. The one R's who put a slam. Damn, I wish the crowd popped more for that. The crowd was like, oh, and they're like, oh, just slam? Okay. Nah. Vince did what he does best. He's strong man. Nice. Into the yes. Russian leg sweep. Fortunately, yeah, Jacob needs to tag out of there. That arm is definitely in the red. Yeah. Not taking him down on either one of I got him with the third though. Wow. Sturdy is the lad. The fall away. Not really fall away, but yeah, kind of. Jeff Cobb. What is this guy? Ducked. Yeah. Shotgun super kick is probably a good way to call that. Just piggyback. What are we doing here? Oh, assisted splash. Hit him with a splash and then some. Hydration's important, y'all. Nice. Cut off TJP though, but right behind him, yep. There's Jeff Cobb. I saw him lurking in the corner there. Hartley's letting it be. What is Hartley really is letting it beat his Zack right now. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Maybe he should have gone over after TJP there. I don't know. Works out in his favor still. Right. Caught him. Stepped off his face with that drop kick. And the Shining Wizard at the 10-minute call. Painful. Yeah, he's got that sleeper on. Turn around. Left arm lariat. Didn't even hook a leg. He's done. His solo theme playing, not TMDK theme playing. Yep. This was Zack's first match since losing the title. Well, his first match in New Japan since losing the title. There we go. Now he hit the TMDK theme. Hartley's like, and I'm here, I guess. Yep, that's on Tuesday. These two lads facing off against one another. But, yeah, they're perfectly on the same page tonight. Almost like they had to prove a point or something. It's good to see Speed, a company that won't make cruiserweight division. Just say, yeah. Just to say exactly. Yeah. He really lights up the junior heavyweight division in his own way. Fits in well. Into our second of 3 trios matches now. House of Taurus reversed. Sold out. I remember that pay-per-view. Oh, that's right. Completely forgot. And then Show is the third member, right? Everyone's favorite faction. Yeah, don't you know? Gabe Kid was blowing my mind. Previous show, bro is out here hitting moonsaults. Yo, there's David Finlay. Haven't seen him since New Year's Dash. Yep, just straight up brawling. Let's go. Ready, broke right into the ring. Start start fighting. Yep, Brandon and Gabe still fighting. We fight, people. Yo, left Gabe kind of slumped up there. Oi! David Finlay getting wrecked too. I think House of Torture starting to take control of the situation. Professional. Yeah. Oh! Almost. Yeah, he almost got it there. That was rough. Yo, referee damn near took David Finlay down, stopping him from coming in. Rough. Boy, speed is hitting. Yes, that's what I'm loving about it too, because there's like my understanding is that this is kind of like an alliance of factions coming apart. House of Torture is technically a branch of Bullet Club, if I'm not mistaken, but not really. But they've kind of aligned themselves with Bullet Club War Dogs, and now Evil returning for the first time since Wrestle Kingdom, who was staying away because he supposedly couldn't work for a company run by Hiroshi Tanahashi. He's since returned and then proclaimed Bullet Club War Dogs are no longer a part of Bullet Club. But, like, who is he to say that? Meanwhile, David Finlay is kind of the support. Oh my god! Dude! We're watching this at normal speed, right? Damn, I was not ready for him to be able to hit those level, that turbulence, that turbulence, velocity. That's the one. Became Nathan Frazier for a second there, right? Bro is reaching out. Taking out Gabe so they can isolate David. Wow, they're straight up going for David. Understandable. He's facing Evil on Tuesday, so. Well, I say that like Evil's gonna win. No, yeah, he is facing Evil. Okay, I'm like, wait, doesn't Evil have to beat somebody? No, he did that already. It was him versus Yoshisuji. Nope, caught. Going for a T-bone, it looked like. Caught the ref. Damn. Taito Nakabayashi getting tossed around. That's rough. Here we go. Bro's drinking on the job. Yeah, exactly. Drinking on the job. Tisk tisk. Yeesh. As I say, no, that's the other faction. And there it is. Definitive return win. Good shit. Sounded like a comment to me. Look at him holding up her 6 inch. She threw on his hips, bro. Why'd you throw on his hips like that? Gabe Kid just loves snatching people's belts and raising it in front of them. Bro's got the shillelagh and everything. Let's go. All right. Be right back. Back. Fucking hair flipped over. That sick bastard. Diku. Bro's got bells. They want to make sure they don't lose him. I hate and love that camera thing they do for him. Bushy. Speaking of bells. Rampage Dragon. Everybody getting a bit of their music. I can't unsee it now. I saw someone say that with this fit, he looks like Alucard. And it's just so real. Alucard from Hellsing, which I've only seen the Bridge series of. That mask. It looks like the thing we saw in Hikaru Shida's first AEW Titantron. Make bangers with his guitar instrumentals. DBZ Games taught me this. Yes. No real. Give them guitar, they'll give you art. Real. I kind of wanted that to be the mask he wrestled in. That was a real sick mask. Yeah, no mega. Truth. Welcome in, Xander. How it goes, friend? I hope you've been enjoying the show if you've been watching along. Hope your night's been going well. Ooh! Bro said I ain't waiting. Yeah, no, he's pissed after last night. All that nonsense. The salt or powder, whatever the hell that was. Officially official. Oof. The whole framework moved from that one. As dirty and nasty as one is. Damn. Bro is out for vengeance. Didn't want to get around the ropes. Catch that knee instead. Oh. Yep, and here we go. House of Torture gonna House of Torture. Back to the outside again. Return the favor. Oh my gosh, that other guardrail just... What the fuck? Yep, no, he had a plan and pulled it off to perfection. At least good enough to get the win. Yep, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think that they're going to have a global title match come Sakura Genesis. I was just sitting here thinking, so I'm wondering if this House of Torture business is going to result in Lij and War Dogs, but more specifically Yotasuji and Gabe Kidd having to kind of work together. I just thought that I'm like, wait, what happened to this Gabe Kidd Yotasuji situation? They went to the draw, and we haven't really gone back to it, but it is. But that's like the kayfabe element of booking, right? Well, if you're not booked to face each other, what are you gonna do? Especially because of all the House of Torture business that came out the back of that. Bro sent on the mat and suffered for it. Uranagi and Senton. There we go. Woof. I'm guessing this is a way. Yeah, I that's what I've been hoping for is that Lij is gonna help Yotasuji get his lick back. And that's gonna kind of stifle Evil's momentum going into his match against David Finlay on Tuesday. Oh, bro, about to hit that big ass lariat. No, he's not. Never mind. I thought he was calling for a lariat. No, he's go for mid in Japan. Not sure if that's what he calls it, but yeah. Kind of by the hair, using ref as shield. Ref is double shield. Ah, never mind. Great synergy from House of Torture. Can't deny him that. That was momentary, intuitive, opportunistic. No, I hear you. Personally, I can see that going the way, but also knowing how House of Torture is for the Heat, they could go with win for the Heat. Nice. Let's go. That's suicide ahead, but like a missile. Nice. I love their full commitment, but me just getting distracted by Yotasuji's smile in the background. We going for the mask? No. Eyes. That's simple go check. Yeah, no, that was a simple go check. Fair. Music is pretty becoming one of my favorite promotions. Hell yeah, I love to hear that. See, that's my thing in embracing the new promotion. Well, not the new promotions, but embracing other promotions like we have is the variety that has come with it. Yo, kicked out. The true strength. Oh man. Yeah. No, for real. Thank y'all so much who are sticking it out through these ungodly hours of the night. Like, it means so much. The fact that it's enjoyable, the fact that it's worth it to y'all. Oh, again with the rope. Oh wait, what's this? A wrench? You see, and there it is. Damn. That laugh. I'm exhausted with the time change. I'm still awake. Right? I'm in a weird mix of both, right? Oh god. Could you imagine that actually being the case? Oh, disrespect. It's like it's four come up reminder it's like she understood giving me the boot. Damn. Oh, War Dogs hit the ring. She's like, I get it, but still, not much better. Okay. Damn, that trash talk, right? David Finlay giving no fucks. I think that's the last time we're hearing that song tonight, because Trilla's got his own theme. Botandole, let's go. I love Bolton's presentation. I think match 5. Is it match 5? Well, let me double check. So we had the pre-show match. The tag match. We just had the 3 trios. Yes. This is the 5th match. Wait, 6th match? No way. Wait, is there 10 matches on this card? Yeah, this is a 10-match card, and we're on match 6. Holy crap. What? It is even more than I realized, and even quicker than I thought. Holy crap. Goes bad like Fale. It's like they're indirectly thinking of people in the West, right? And the thing is, it doesn't feel like they're trying to rush through the show or anything. Like, it just feels like this is the organic pace of it. And it's incredible how they can put together a 3-hour show with 9 matches in it and be so effective for everything that they do. Like, New Japan's got a formula, and they got to figure it out. Really? Bro's beard is lined up, looking clean. I love the challenge to Bolton. Indirectly from commentary there. Rogue Army. Let's go. Rocks on rocks. Not a bad way to put it. Oh no. Oh shit. Man, I missed the IWGP Intercontinental title. Oh! The way because there's a frame that attaches it as it bends around the ring, and it looks like that frame just broke. The barricades really have been doing a lot of work. Yeesh, the shot. These lads are really just testing each other's wherewithal. Yeesh. Nope. Yep. We know this was coming. Again, going for it a second time. He's got him off his feet. That was close. Do you see AEW New Japan laying out new official ways to hit grants? Wait, I know AEW's Triple Crown is not a traditional one. It's singles, tag, and trios champion. Which, yes, Kenny Omega is the I think the only Triple Crown winner. No, there's one other person. Whoa. Okay, that was really close. Yeah. Oh my god. No way. And he got it. Yeah. Bros. Wow. That was a test of endurance if I ever seen it. Luchasaurus would. Uh, he's tagging trios, but not. I mean, he's a singles champion. He won the TNT title, but I think that it needs to be a world championship in each category, because the tag titles and trios titles are technically world titles. The TNT title is not. It's just not often seen that way because those divisions only have one title, whereas like the men's singles division and the women's singles division have more than one championship, which kind of further solidifies a world championship and a non-world championship. In the case of those, it's not like we have television tag team championships, or North American trios championship. Ooh, let's go. Great cons. Great con music. Heavy guy get a power slam like he's nothing. Mm-hmm. When done right, such a simple story can be so fun. Yep. Oh yeah, it's 100. It's almost entirely the wrestling that drives the stories on, and I'm here for that, because like think to sports, right? Like to basketball or football. Um, if players have beef, or there's a history between them, that's up to the viewer to kind of pick up on, because like that's not brought attention to. We're here for the game in the same way we're here for the wrestle, but the personal beef between these people may exist, but it'll come secondary unless it's undeniably beneficial to feature it. you know I'm sure, in basketball and football, you'll have those sports center teams and whatever. They'll talk about it and be like, oh, these two players, they don't really seem to like each other, so we'll see if they'll get rough with each other on the field. Yeah. Not gonna lie, y'all. I look. So I remember. I think it was like the fourth or fifth show for Road to New Beginning. There was that one tag match where, after the fact, it seemed kind of like Naito shot on Ishii a little bit, and there was a very awkward exchange after the match, and then Ishii eventually walked out, and it was very confusing to me. And we haven't seen anything since. They haven't crossed paths since. They're both in the tournament, and theoretically, if they were to face off, it would have to be in a semifinal. But I wonder, like, is that like was that building to something, and we just didn't pick up on it? Like, I'm still curious about that. I don't want to let that leave my mind because it just seemed so out of place. Just snatched it from. Okay, bro. Bro's got the crown. No, I feel very kindly about that championship belt. Oh, you know what? Yes, I do believe that that would be their grand slam, is claiming more than one championship in a division alongside having claimed a championship in every division. And because singles division is the only one that has multiple championships, that by default is how that would apply. But again, if they were to ever introduce a secondary tag or trios title, God forbid, I don't see why they would do that. Um, then yeah, I think that would also apply in the same regard. Okay, okay, Greg. There still can be draws. Double count outs, double downs. But do you get it though? With no time limit, that does much more. It does inspire a winner much more. Oh, slipped right out of the headlock. Nice. Great, great technical wrestling here from ELP. Maintaining control in pretty much any position leveraged. Although now he's against the ropes. Gredo is such a unique individual. I swear, man. Just avoiding in the corner there. Yo caught. The backbreaker, nice. Bro, out here Gunthering. Widow Khan serving guns. Oof. Yeah. Great Khan was really starting to put the LP in some trouble there. Didn't fully lock anything in, but still. Zack, come on. Do it again. Oi. Shots to the back of the head. That's rough. Protect yourself, dude. Let's go. It's no cover. Oh, going for an arm triangle. Oof. My dad's running around, though. Duck double time. Got him with the Rana. Oh, that's CJP on commentary. I think. Yo. Maybe he had to hold it his midsection while doing that dive and still got it off. Good shit. Yep. I was just thinking that during the entrances. That's like, he doesn't have a time limit now. You know, and I feel like that time limit can save him more than hurt him. His most recent title defense, just going to those last 30 seconds against Master Wato. Just 2 nights ago at the, well, 3 nights ago, I guess, at the New Japan anniversary show. Hey. Oh. Oh, man, that's rough. It's got him hot. Oh, that's a rough angle. Nah. Oh. That can turn things around really quick. We were good, right? Tenzan tombstone right in front of Tenzan. Go figure. Uh-oh. Oh, no. $20? Oh. Ate that boot. That was close. I feel like some people might say that wasn't it. He was halfway in at the 20 call. And I think the referee made the decision that that was the case. Claw bomb. Turn around. Yeah, ref waved off the count out. Okay. Almost stole it. Winner here. Remember, winner of this match goes on to face Shota Umino in the next round. Shota Umino receiving a bye first round. And find that interesting because Great Khan got a singles win over Shota Umino at New Beginning. He's going to get him up. I don't know. Oh. Yo, that straight right hand. Fantastic. Ate that. Countered once more. Springboard tornado DDC. Oh my gosh. Not good enough. What? Yeah. Thank you so much, Wyatt. Oh, dude, that's so wonderful. Wyatt gifting 5 memberships, 5 new members of the backstage crew. Joe Dresden Shuffle. It's London. Big Man Bender vlogging in the game. There to Vinciditis. Appreciate you so much, Wyatt. Thank you. Oh, that's just surviving barely. And I believe with that, we officially can get a new emote slot. Yo. Real shit, dude. Well, appreciate you so much, man. Just trying to get a new emote. Nope, did not get up. Nice. Into the flatliner, turned him over. Oh, with the claw. Got him. 1, 2. He just beat the television champion. Oh my god. Yo. That's epic. A piece of my paycheck too, boo. I feel so loved. Yeah. But yeah, shouts out y'all. You now have access to a flurry of emotes. Approximately 10 currently. Yup. They had that graphic of Shota, but we haven't seen him since he shaved his head right proper. Oh, wait, what? Never mind. For a second, I thought it was somebody else's music hitting. Something tells me that we're going to be getting a TV title match between these two lads down the road. Oh, shit, talking. Alrighty. Be right back, y'all. I'm back, and I gotta say, Drilla's theme is a fucking bomb. Ishii, let's go. Yeah, I'm with you. I feel bad because like I would love to just be able to like gift certain people, just be like, hey, gift this person. You're able to do it on other platforms. And that's why YouTube hasn't bought it in. Yeah, they're a little bit behind on the curve when it comes to streaming stuff because they weren't initially a stream platform. It's all good. I'm glad YouTube actually gave them out this time instead of hogging the gift. Yeah, right. But I think part of that is due to the fact that some people are turning on their stuff. Because there's you have to make sure that you have like you can accept gifted memberships, and then it'll go through to you. Otherwise, it'll just kind of like overlook you. And I don't know why that's an option, but I guess there are some people who didn't like getting gifted. And 2 people instead of 5, like, right? It happened to my friend Astro as well, but luckily he informed me that he was refunded. Hopefully that was the case for you as well. Okay. They're slugging it out. All right. Right. I feel like that should be on and you can turn it off if you want to. Not the other way around. And something tells me like that feels like it's an intentional design flaw, you know? Damn. That's a rib. That's not a rib. That's I don't know. Rip. I was thinking something. My brain didn't properly compute. He is laying those chops in. Oh, oh my God, that chop! I can't even call it a sound breaker. That sounded like a matter breaker. TC, we need EC versus TJ Burkins. No, real. Oh my gosh, what a clash. I don't know though. Drilla is on a roll. He got that singles win back at the pay per view. Oh. Let's go, Violence Party. Bro's back. It's ridiculously built. Late night energy drink was a bad call. Cursed my anxiety. I feel you, dude. I'm sitting here being like, oh man. Hey, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. When I made the decision to not take a nap in between the two streams, I was not sure I was going to be this alert by now. I thought I was going to be really fighting to stay awake, and I would have hated that. I'm glad that's not the case. But I can also understand if you got like work tomorrow. Oh. Hmm. Slept by 4 even. Now, good thing my sleep. It's my sleeping day. Just got to get up for the. Yeah. No, I feel you there. I'm sitting here being like, ooh. Because I also got the art stream tomorrow. That's rough. Today. Ooh. So excited for Revolution, but damn, gonna be tired. No, for real, dude. I'm sitting here being like, oh man, okay, so I gotta plan this properly. Shit, my headphones. Oh, what? No way. No fucking way. Oh my god. Ishii is just like cheat code to banger matches. Counter it. Nope. Left arm Lily. It's still standing. No, for real. I was just thinking that earlier when Gabe Kidd was coming out. I was like, man's going back and forth. Like, how do these wrestlers do that? From one side of the globe to the other and still perform at such a high level, doing things most human beings could never dream of doing. Yeah. Caught. Oh my gosh. Literally ran into a wall. Literally ran into a stone wall. Headbutt. And then the stone wall hits you. Oh my God. Nice. My fucking setup's falling apart. Oh. It's the forearm shiver, And the spine buster. Nice. See Callus and Company staying in the... I definitely think that somebody, at least a few people from the United Empire, can get called on by Will. I feel like Kenny moves on, but Will stays involved. At least a little bit longer. But I could be wrong, because Forbidden Door is in the fall this year. So remember that it's at the end of August instead of June. Never mind, that's still technically summer. So yeah, the end of summer. There it is. Spare. Ishii still alive. Oh my god. I don't know if Koda returns tomorrow now. I think it's just going to be those two men having a match. Two minutes into this no time about. Wait, 10 minutes? Damn. All this happened in 10 minutes? Staying up for shows is hard enough. Imagine traveling multi-hour flights and then wrestling, then flying back. Like, actually, though. Like, oh my gosh. No wonder people like Pac are taking a break every 2 weeks. Okay. All right, Ishii. Yeah, caught with that jab right away. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that looks like it really connected. You saw Ishii's forehead? What? Bruh. That military press snake eyes. That hilarious. Still in it. Still in it, Drilla. Yo, what a guy. What? Ishii? Yo? Flipped him over. Oh no, countered. Slide. Oh! I was about to be like, Kokashi! The Pitbull is coming unchained. No, actually. Bro, going for that big time layer. Got him again. I think this is over with. I think we're done. We're not done. Oh my god. Bro is something else. Yo, Drilla's coming out party. New beginning was definitely a sign of things to come. Yo, turn around. Brainbuster! One. Come on, Ishii. Ishii, bro. Spear from Ishii! What? Come on, man. The no seller is wild. It's token fighting spirit, strong selling, if you will, is how I've referred to it for years before learning the proper term. The idea being that shit hurt, and the pain's gonna set in a moment, but right in this second, I'm fighting through it. Oh, that step up knee was so sick. God, oh, epic. Loved it. Oh, that was so good. So good. Match of the night so far. Spiked the hell out of him. Bro said, hey, Beast Mortos, watch this. Bro's got a busted lip. And honestly, if you don't got a busted lip coming out of a match with Ishii, he don't like you. As backwards as that sounds. Yes. That's what I'm here for. You know what I find very interesting? Bullet Club War Dog member Gabe Kidd, 30 minutes. Couldn't get the job done against the Ishii. What are we looking at? Barely 15 here? Drilla. Bullet Club War Dog member. Make it happen. Made it happen. If anybody could take that, it's Ishii. No, for real. So you know next strong. If he had, he won. Well deserved. Oh no, for real. You could say it's an upset in a way, but I don't know. Ishii's win-loss record isn't the greatest nowadays. Yep, and that's right. Now we got TJP versus Driller Maloney. I still think this is going to be a great match. Hey there. Yeah, see, well, I got one in the main event. Probably Tanahashi and you know what? I don't know. I feel like they give some steam to because Yuji is challenging Gedo for the title next Saturday, so I think that's gonna. I'm thinking. Why am I not getting words out? But yeah, I'm thinking they score a win. It'd be kind of nuts though. Tanahashi taking 2 back-to-back losses. Went for an earbud that isn't there. Oh my gosh. When you wear earbuds so long that you go for Phantom earbud. It's like seeing some take so much loss these days, but someone who can take those losses and not lose anything. Yep, that's exactly it. Ishii is one of those guys. He is just kind of bulletproof. And let's go. And so just want to see Ishii win, even if unlikely, right? Ishii is like, it is funny. He almost loses all of his matches in AEW too, but every single time walks in like Ishii. Just in like the year 2025 alone, has gotten like 4 title matches. The way his theme sounds like. It sounds like one of the last Naruto Shippuden intros. Because Big Pops every time he comes out in AEW. Oh yeah, no, like the AEW audience just loves Ishii. When New Japan wrestler invites you to hang out with them a day on any day, which wrestler and which day do you choose? See, and you say which day, I'm like, you mean like which day of the week, or is there like a special date or something like that? Ishii commands a lot of respect. Yeah, he's never been world champion. Yeah, I find that unfortunate, but I get it, and it's okay. Not everybody needs to be world champion, you know. Oops. One wrestler invites me. I feel like Hiromu Tanahashi invites me to like a convention or something. Hiromu Takahashi. I said Tanahashi. Oof. Suzuki is in that category as well. Yes, I can't believe Suzuki has it. Suzuki not being a world champion blows my mind. I think I can be okay with Ishii never being world champion. Suzuki should have been a world champion by now. She is the face-fed New Japan used to, but younger heel champions. Yeah. Very much so. I've said this several times before, but I still find it perplexing, right? That we had Gabe Kidd versus Ishii, Battle of the Valley, and they went to a 30-minute time limit draw in a one-fall match. So what was then scheduled to solve this problem was a 30-minute Iron Man match for Windy City Riot. Rematch 2 months down the line, but it's going to be an Iron Man match. Now, this match intrigues me, right? Because Callum is fast as fuck, boy. But Naito is Naito. How many matches left? I believe this is the co-main event. I believe this is the last Japan Cup matchup. Let me double check here in the description. Correct. Yep, this is the co-main event. Oh my god, we're at the co-main event already. Yo, this is match 9 of 10. That is odd. If they couldn't get the winner, how are they doing an Iron Man? I never think of. Yeah, same. 30-minute Iron Man matches, I guess you can justify in the case of, like, you know, like, like I don't want to say normal competitors, but I guess, like, normal competitors, for lack of a better way of putting it. Okay, go still awake slightly, but trying to stay till the end. I hear you, fam. I want to stay fully invested up until the end. Bro is suited up. He came out in the full gimmicks. Where's Nine Man? And Chaz, New Japan is insane. For real. It's always odd how suddenly in an Iron Man match we end up seeing a point score super quick when it would normally take a lot. Yes, that's always bugged me. I low-key hope that my concerns are justified by going to a half-hour no-fall time limit draw. Not time limit draw, but a half-hour no-fall draw in this Iron Man match. And then run it back again in a 60-minute Iron Man match, and the match end with like one fall at 47 minutes or something. TJP, can we award the winner of this match a comb? Maybe it's just me being all giddy at 5 a.m., but yeah. That got a pop out of me. And by the way, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up. I keep forgetting to call for that. These late night streams go so far into supporting us here on the New Japan streams, on the GCW streams, really on any of our like less than normal scheduled stuff. Those thumbs up, those bells on, they go so far in helping us. If you could be so kind, make sure those are up. Thank you much. Well, yeah, here we go. Let's see. Tetsuya Naito, okay. Oh, got caught with that. Bro, why are you so fast? Why are you so fast? like really though. Took a long time to go for that cover. Remember, oh gosh, no, ended that time. A big draw. It was epic. I think Danielson and Omega had one too. Yep, Danielson and Omega, probably my favorite match of all time. Grand Slam 2021, Danielson versus Kenny Omega. 30-minute time limit draw. They were nowhere near finished, and I pray that we can get that run back one day. We don't need a trilogy. Just give me that run back, because I know Danielson can work a few more matches in his career at some point. I hope sooner rather than later. Calling it now. All in 2026. Let's do it. No championships or nothing. Just 60-minute time. Let them go. I do. Is 100% always getting my support. I don't blame you. He feels like that kind of guy. He's just like so tenured. He has those long-standing fans. Now that's gonna stick by him. See, maybe I should go on the website and look into it or something. Question, y'all: Is there any history between Naito and Ishii that I just wasn't aware of when that stuff happened on the show last month? Yeah, just to a legit guy. Oh, 100% agreed, Jesse. That stomp was a bad angle. Oh my gosh, that was a really good sell. Really? Oh man, yeah, that angle that his leg was at when he got stomped is really rough. See if they had some mystery. Appreciate you, Jesse. Family is a higher. Yeah, no, and I think that's going to be the case for him going forward. And again, totally respect that. He's given us everything and more. You know, my all-time favorite. I couldn't ask for anything more after All In. That was like the cherry on top of his career. If he did in fact say that he's wrestled his last match, I'd have no bones about it. And then it's the Manhattan drop. You see, Naito did exactly what he had to do. He slowed this down to his pace. He knows he can't go Callum speed. Most people can. So, cut that speed out. Who would you currently see WWE team if you were to go after the trios belts? If you were to go after the trios belts. Jay White and Cope. Or Brody King and or the Hounds of Hell. Or the Hounds of Hell. You know, Caleb trying to weather the Naito storm, not doing so well. As you said, Naito and Ishii. If they've had any history or beef in the ring or out. Oh! What a drop. Hounds of Hell would be a perfect fit. Yeah. Because Brody, the history of Brody, right? And honestly, like, Buddy fits the aesthetic perfectly. Kind of like, specifically like, the balance between the two, you know? I think Mox retains. I think they've done a very good job of convincing us that Cope's going to win. Including with what we saw in Collision. But I won't get into it more than that in case people haven't seen Collision yet. We don't want to spoil anything for those. We got that 24-hour window we got. But yes, I do think Mox weasels his way out of it. Whether he cheats on it his own or has somebody else join the Death Riders. I subscribe to the Jack Perry joining Death Riders theory. What are we doing here? Going for this double underhook. This isn't double underhook. No, the butterfly hook, though. It's funny because right about this time is when the next New Japan stream is going to start. It says Naito never open right lost to Ishii. Naito lost, never open weight to Ishii. Okay. So the reason why I ask is last month on a Road to a New Beginning show, there's a tag match of Hiromu and Naito up against Ishii and Hanma, and Naito won the match by tapping out Hanma, and then immediately went over and just started like kind of not stomping, but like pushing, like smearing Ishii's face with his foot and stuff like that, and then spit on him, and they kind of got into a little bit of a scrap afterwards, and then it was like Hiromu kind of tried to like settle the beef a little bit, and settle the situation, and then Naito held the ropes open with a cheeky smile for Ishii, and Ishii dropped underneath the ropes, left, and then walked off to the side. And no one else went through that way or anything like that. He left. He was the only one to leave that direction, and he kind of like stormed off. And I have not heard anything about it yet. Since then, they haven't crossed paths. Since then, nothing's been mentioned of it. So it just kind of blows my mind. Like, what happened there, and why did it happen? Am I overthinking it? And there's some story element to it that I don't know because I only recently started following New Japan full time. Like, it came off very shooty to me, but New Japan is also very good about presenting their stories in that way. So, if it was good, because like theoretically, not anymore. Ishii lost, but theoretically they could have met in the semifinal. Callum is in rough shape here. Naito has effectively put his veteran stature to use here. Nice. And then the pump kick. Fighting through the pain of that knee. Yo, he kicked out of Destino. All right. Going to be Ishii to get his championship match at Wrestle Kingdom once. It was to be Ishii when they were going for the United States Championship. Some of the big PPV matches over here. Okay, so they've had quite a bit of history. Lots of rage matches against each other. Okay. Oh my! A lot of tag matches against each other. Yeah, that checks out. That's naturally how New Japan goes because what they do is they have their pay-per-views, and they have Road 2 shows, which are effectively the TV shows, the building block shows for those pay-per-views. With the exceptions being certain events getting tours like the Japan Cup, G1, the G1 Climax, Super Junior Tag League, things like that. Oh? Did he spring off his hands? Did his head not connect? Stolen it. Naito stole it. Ah. Says the last match was attacked. That's the the January 30th match is the one I was talking about. That's when that happened. Jeff Cobb versus Naito. Okay. Damn. Humbling loss for Caleb. Naito and Cobb have history, eh? With that. Excuse me while I fetch myself some more water. I'm on my last bottle. That could be entertaining. Yeah, that Friday show is looking like it's going to be fun. Alrighty. Excuse me. I return. I have fully forgotten that Kojima is the MLW World Heavyweight Champion. Team is always here to help you learn if you'd like to give it. Hell yeah. Precisely. Cool. Yes. Also, one moment I remember from the New Japan match was Ibushi. Ibushi dislocated or dislocated his shoulder. God. Is that fucking up? because of it. Oh, the double championship match. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Probably, I imagine because the look was like, what do we do from this point if that's the case? Very nice. It's weird how they're doing like abstinence. I was wondering, I'm like, where is Yuji at? When the Gabe Kid match. It was Bullet Club War Dogs. David Finlay got the pinfall. Gotta say, I love Goto's theme. So I was realizing something earlier yesterday? Call it yesterday. That Goto is kind of a defining wrestler for me personally in the sense that my full-time New Japan fandom is coming on right at a time that he has achieved this ascent. You know, I wasn't there for the journey, right? This is this world championship run is built off the back of career-long trial and tribulation in challenging for the world championship and coming up short. You know, I didn't experience all of that as a fan. But at the same time, he's the world champion largely in part as I'm coming into my full-time fandom as a New Japan, with New Japan. And at first I was just like, okay, you know, cool, I guess, you know, because it didn't resonate with me personally. But like, he's growing on me is what I'm trying to get at because I'm realizing how much I'm rambling here. But yeah, it's growing. It's a good point. I never thought of the journey to the championship that much. Yeah, right? Like that's I wasn't around for it, you know. Longtime New Japan fans understand this. I remember when he won the Rambo at Wrestle Kingdom to get the title shot at New Beginning. Um I remember being like, really, Goto? We're doing this again? Because like the anticipation was okay, he's gonna go on his way to challenge for the title and then he's gonna lose. But then the first Road to New Beginning show happened. He pinned Zack Sabre Jr. in the tag match that they were facing each other in, and it like left this air of like, wait, hold on, he's here. Now Zack's got to prove something. And the whole road to Zack was kind of trying to one up him back and get back at him, and did kind of just barely even the playing field, but still had something to prove when it came to defending the title. And sure enough, Goto beat him in his ninth attempt at a world championship in New Japan in his 23-year career. But again, I wasn't here for all of that, so I just have to keep that in mind in watching him go from this point on. And all of a sudden, I don't see the person that I was led to believe he was a few months ago, and that he was like just, some mid-card guy on the cusp. He's actually that guy. And I say all this, and now watch him lose the title next Saturday to Yuji. Gedo's one of the guys in the group mentioned earlier with Suzuki Ishii until they finally beat Ishii. Until they finally beat Ishii. Yeah, that's what I kind of get the impression of, because he's like a tenured New Japan guy, from my understanding. 23, like, been around since 2021, 2001, 2002, kind of thing. Like, damn. Oh, damn. I thought we were going to get a standoff of world champions. Never mind, tag out to Tanahashi. Still, it's Tanahashi. He also won pretty much every other accolade but that, yes. And you see, honestly, that's I think, a great career trajectory to have. The ascent was slow, gradual, and it definitely feels like it was one that, like, people wanted over time. So that's why it was so huge for him. Yes. You see, and I'm glad I'm able to put that in perspective, because that applies so much context to his world championship run. Because I feel like there's going to be people who are going to be like, okay, yeah, cool, just another champion. Can we put the title on someone who matters? And it's like, no, he does matter. Like, if anything, like, in this resurgence of New Japan, if you will, because my understanding is the product was a little rough up until last year or so. I think that it's important to have somebody who embodies fighting spirit so perfectly. The title, and finally won a wrestle. Anyways, we're gonna get just land first, and then he went the full length for a draw. They finally got a win, but it was during the G1 and not for the title. And then won at Wrestle Kingdom in an epic 3-fall. This guy would go to Judo almost reminded me of Kofi when he did the championship. Honestly, that's not a bad comparison. Over a longer period of time and a little bit more drama and emphasis put to it for Goto, it seems. But that's because that's how New Japan presents things like that. But yeah, very, very similar trajectory in essence. Yeah, hit him with the pec flex. Bro, letting everybody know. Bro said Anthony Bowens isn't here. I got the tightest tits in town now. Alright, so crowned him. Your boss just casually flexing on him. Like, actually, though. Here we go. These lads showing us a preview of what's to come 6 days' time. Tag out. Here we go. World champion calling Kobe people. Not enough. Love that story, Lannister. Yes, Jesse. It was a perfect telling of Die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. And that was exactly him. To a T. It was like, bro, literally 5 years ago, you were on the other side of this. Perfect foil for Kofi Mania. Hmm? Oh. Damn. Yuji is getting vicious with Gedo here. Kojima gonna win. Kojima. Marriott. That might be like one of like top 3 CM Punk things of all time. Is that story of him impersonating Kojima to fuck with the promoter? Here comes Tanahashi. All right. Yo, laying these shots in. Possibly Xander. It is possible because my understanding is that he plans to do so in April. The ascent, the climb. Kicking out right at 2. That's some barely any change. Kojima team wins. I hear you. I'm thinking Kojima and Yuji get the win. Because the thing is, right, you got to give some steam to Nagata. If Gedo gets the win right here, then it's like, wow, you win going into the title match. I mean, there's always a possibility if they have another match at one of the Japan shows, the Japan Cup shows leading up to Friday. Because keep in mind, that title match is happening on night 6. This is night 2. And we got night 3 on Tuesday, night 4 on Wednesday, night 5 on Friday. So any one of those shows, we can have another match where they're on opposite ends. Ooh, course correctings. And really, I'm just making this argument because... But yeah, Jesse, really, I'm just making this argument because I want that back in nachos. Zed, Rufus Durbin is an alien. No, dude is he's like his skin must be made of rubber or something. Like, how does he like just for the sake of like shock absorbing impact? Like, how does he do it? He's got shock absorb skin. that might actually explain a lot if that's somehow the case. Leave me be to my 5:30 thoughts. Fall off the ladder to the chair. I couldn't. I'm sorry that I still remembered like actually actively shivering after seeing that because I was just trying to quantify the pain that could cause. Says I'm thrown down concrete stairs. I don't understand why he is the way he is. Dropping his weight. Fighting back. What do we think here? Koji Cutter. Lariat. Lariat. Nope. Lariat of his own. Ooh. Oh no, that look on his. Never mind. Tanahashi is like, nope, stop that. This is picking up a Shimura's reference on New Japan, right? Somebody's like, you had to go soon. No, I hear you, Jesse. Trust me, dude. I'm ready to go to sleep. I am caffeinated to all hell, but I can just tell you right now that as soon as I slow this ball, it's gonna stop rolling entirely. Passing out, not back out. I opted to not take a nap between the two streams. Honestly, it wasn't. It was kind of worth. Got in some quality time with some friends. Have not been able to get enough of that lately. You slept through the first hour collision, still feeling energized. Real. That was me yesterday, sleeping through SmackDown to be energized for night one. Oh, got it. Pin Kojima. Yup. There it is. Give me my bag of nachos, motherfucker. I didn't sleep till like 9 a.m. Really 12 hours of sleeping, and my man's just comatose. He said hibernation. See Joey Store, someone else working. I didn't know replaced, but they were in the movie for sure. Stand off. Yeah, I think they have at least one more match against each other before the title match. In some capacity, possibly trios action, maybe 8-man action. They already faced each other in 8-man action though last night, so we'll see. That is a banger. For real, like, oh my gosh, love that. All killer, no filler. Y'all, 10 matches, and it doesn't even feel like it. We're about to get 10 matches with Revolution. Ooh, Revolution, y'all. Revolution, y'all. Oh, my heart fluttered. Because that's next. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've been, like, since Dynamite, I'm like, oh man, only like six watch-alongs till Revolution. And every single show has been enjoyable. Revolution's happening in that quick of a time. I feel NJPW has longer wait times in between matches too. Not really. Oh, we're getting a bit of a promo here at the end. All right. Lend him a few more minutes. Walker's going to give us a translation the best he can. No, Revolution is tonight. Revolution is in about 13 hours. Next weekend is going to be the 2-night MLP show. No, don't play his music. He just stop that shit. Tanahashi looking like Tidus from Final Fantasy X grew up. I thought it was next Saturday. It's pretty cool. Guess I'll be hanging out here also. People looking at it. Yes. Awesome. Hope to see you there, friend. So it's gonna be a banger of a night. We're gonna be starting off from the top of 0 hour and everything. I still gotta get some work done for that. I'm gonna get my layout and all that jazz going. I gotta rest. Got an art string to fit in there somewhere in between. But yes, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up in case you're stopping in here towards the end. Or just haven't done so for whatever reason. If you could be so kind, if you're watching this on playback, you haven't done so yet, if you could be so kind, it goes a long way. Make sure that bell's always on for notifications. Again, we're going live about 13 hours time from now for AEW Revolution. Link is there in the chat. Make sure to click that, hit notify me, because we are destroying our algorithm with how much we stream excessively, which is why we're making a new channel soon to alleviate that. So do keep an eye out on that. I know we'll be asking a little much of you. We've been asking a lot of y'all lately, and we thank you so much to everybody who's stuck with us through these turbulent times, who have popped on recently, who have been here long term. I appreciate y'all. Going from the international champion to the IWGP to the AEW World, back to back to back with no breaks, but he needs one. Literally. Oh, this has been a wonderful time, y'all. This has been so awesome. But yes, it is it for New Japan Cup Night 2. Night 3 will be next Tuesday, I believe. But until next time, y'all take care, get some good sleep, and have a wonderful night. Happy wrestling. Peace.